particular area. We don't have to be light in any other particular space. We can focus on the challenges specific to service desk and be comfortable that we're very knowledgeable and can provide specific and pointed guidance. And if we need to stop and recommend the conversation with another analyst that's deeper in CMDB, deeper in application lifecycle management, deeper in release management, project management, we have the capability to do that. We can leverage 3 or 4 colleagues who can step right in and pick that conversation up where it left off, and there's no drop off in quality. So that's really the value that we want to be able to provide. And we want to be able to provide value in terms of getting that call or that inquiry completed quickly. So that's been a big push from us. And I think that's why you see a lot of analysts, again, around the globe, being able to respond to that type of demand because our clients need us, and we want to be here to meet that. So
I wish you would do more on Twitter, Jeff, because what you do put on Twitter is frighteningly exciting. And you look at someone like George, who I respect immensely. Absolutely, I'm pretty sure he's probably a Mensa member. And he's tweeting all day long. Little tidbits of information. But I know, like you said, it's a fine line. I just think you are so approachable, and Gerard is so approachable. That really could change things for folks. But that's just my opinion.
If I can get more than 47 followers, then I'll see about tweeting more. I don't have a big following. One of the things to add to Gerard's points about the, people aren't clients. The thing that people have a hard time wrapping their head around, and even as a new analyst when I first came on board, understanding that what Gerard and I say is the IP of Gartner. We can't just give it away, and we've got a manager who has to remind us of that. We say, hey, I'd like to go give a presentation at a local meeting. What do you think about that? Well, what are you going to say? Yeah, and the podcast is a good example. And it's not that we don't want to be involved, but we've got a business manager who looks at it and says, what happens for Gartner? Because you can't go to Microsoft and say, hey, Microsoft, give me a copy of Office 2010. They're going to say, well, you got to buy it, or what's in it for me? And because what we have is information, I think, since it's not tangible like a shrink wrap product, people have a harder time wrapping their heads around it. But that's the reality is clients, are paying for that intellectual property. The data that we collect is our data, and we compile it and we present it. So it's difficult for people to understand that. And even for me, I've sort of got my head around that now. But it does become difficult if you're not a client.
I understand it completely, and I've talked to both of you extensively offline about this. And I think if you look at the different analyst firms out there, they're all handling it radically different right now around what's IP, protected IP, paid IP, paywall.